Today we will see various IoT levels and their deployment templates. IoT system comprises of following workings. Number one, every IoT system will have various IoT device, various resources, various controller service. If required, then we will use the database, various web service, analysis component. So, and at last it will be your IoT application. You all are aware about the IoT application. Now we will be requiring analysis component for what? If the data is going to receive continuously from any of the IoT device to the server, then there is a necessity of doing the analysis. That why we are receiving the data from the sensor. What is the use of receiving the data? So we need to draw some conclusion on the basis of continuously receiving the data. So we will be requiring what? Various analysis component. Then we will be requiring your web service, because your data is going to transmit from one device to another device. The nature will be mostly your wireless nature. That's why we will be using your web services for transmitting data from one location to another location. Then we will be using the database to store the various amount of data generated from the different IoT device. For example, if we are going to storing the data of your whatever temperature is generated, whatever room temperature is generated, and if I want to do the analysis on that data, then I need to store that data in one of the database. Then I will start doing the analysis on that data. Then we will be using various controller services, because those services will be helpful to control various IoT device. That's why we will be requiring what? Your controller services. Then any of the IoT application will going to use your various resources. You all are aware about the different resources that will be required, like your various sensors, actuators, your IoT device, your networking component, your internet facility, your different infrastructure. Those all will come under your what? Various resources. And the very basic thing that we are going to use will be your IoT device. So this is the IoT level 1. If you observe this, this level 1 will have the structure like this. At the bottom there will be your device, various IoT device. Then you are going to use various resources for this device. Then there will be controller service. That controller service will going to use various database. Then that database will going to communicate with client and server with the help of your either REST base or your WebSocket based services. Any of the communication protocol it will going to use, and at the end that service will helpful for the IoT application. This type of nature is your this is your local application. On the left side of your this dotted line, it will be your local application. There will not be the any involvement of cloud in your level 1. So a level 1 IoT system has single node device, a single node or single device that performs sensing and or actuation, stores data, perform analysis and hosts the application. All these things, like the sensing of data, actuation, storing the data, analysis and hosting the application, all these things will be done on your single node or single device like this. So there is no use of cloud in case of your level 1. We are not going to use the cloud in the level 1. That's why it is your level 1, that is on your local side. Level 1 IoT systems are suitable for modeling low cost, low complexity solution. If you wish to implement some low cost application and very less complex application, then you will be using your what? Level 1, because you are not going to store the data on any of the cloud. That's why there is no connectivity between your local application and cloud. That's why it will become your what? Low cost and low complexity application, where the data involved is not big and the analysis requirements are not computationally intensive. So in case of your low cost and low complexity application, the data is not in big in nature. Remember this. There will be the small amount of data and you do not have to do the very big computational activity. That's why your level 1 IoT level 1 will be used in case of your low level and low cost application. The second one is your IoT level 2. If you observe this, there will be the use of cloud in case of your level 2. In case of your local side, there will be your device, then you are going to use various resources, then it will have various control services. Now these control service will going to communicate with your database or with the resources available on the cloud side, because if you see all these data, the database will be at the cloud, your services will be at the cloud, and you are going to use these services to your local application with the help of your REST or WebSocket based communication API, and these services will going to communicate with your IoT application which is hosted or which is installed on your cloud. So you are going to use your local monitoring node as well as your cloud storage. A level 2 IoT system has single node that performs sensing and actuation and local analysis. And now if you observe that in level 2, what will happen? There will be a single node. That single node will going to simply sense or actuate the data, and it will going to do the analysis on that data locally, not on the cloud side. Data is stored in the cloud and application is usually cloud based. In case of your level 2, your all the type of data is going to store on the cloud and application is usually your cloud based application. Level 2 IoT systems are suitable for solutions where the data involved is big. Yes, because we have huge amount of data storage on the cloud. We do not have huge amount on our local system. That's why we are going to use the cloud to store the data, and the size of the cloud is very big. That's why in level 2 the data involved is very big. So whenever you are going to have the big data, you should switch from level 1 to level 2 IoT application. Third one is your level 3. A level 3 IoT system has single node. Again, it will have your what? Single node. Data is stored and analyzed in the cloud and application is cloud based. Again, here what is happening in case of your level 3, you are going to use the cloud for your data storing and data analysis purpose. Level 3 IoT system are suitable for full solutions where the data involved is big and analysis requirements are computationally intensive. So in case of your level 3, the difference is in your level 3, again the data is big, but the analysis is again what you are computationally high or computationally intensive. That means there is huge amount of computations. In case of your such case, you are going to use your level 3 IoT application. Means what? जहाँ पे आपका डेटा बिग डेटा इन्वॉल्व है और जहाँ पे आपको बहुत सारे कैलकुलेशन करने रहेंगे, उस केस में आप क्या करोगे? यू आर गोइंग टू यूज योर लेवल 3. इन केस ऑफ योर लेवल 2, द डेटा साइज वाज बिग, बट जो भी कंप्यूटेशन था, जो भी एनालिसिस का पार्ट था, वो कम था, इसलिए आप लेवल 2 में थे. जब आपका एनालिसिस भी बढ़ जाएगा, आपका डेटा भी बढ़ जाएगा, देन यू आर गोइंग टू स्विच फ्रॉम लेवल 2 टू level 3. So you can see that there will be the cloud storage and the analysis will be done on cloud side only. Then next one will be your what? Level 4. In case of your level 4, a level 4 IoT system has multiple nodes. The very basic difference will be now from level 4 onwards, the system will have your multiple nodes that perform local analysis. The multiple nodes are responsible for doing what? Your local analysis. The data is stored in the cloud and application is again your what? Cloud based. Level 4 contains local and cloud based observer nodes. Now here you can observe that these are your what? Monitoring nodes. These are your device resource and control. Now all these controller service will going to have your REST based services. It will going to perform everything on the cloud side, but along with your REST based services and all this activity, there is one your observer node at your local side as well as there is your observer node at cloud side. Both the observer node will going to observe the things at your REST services. If you see this arrow, both the observers are going to point to your this kind of services, because these REST services are centrally for your cloud for your application, for analysis, as well as for database. That's why your observer node of your local as well as the observer node from your cloud will going to observe each and every activity of your application resides from the cloud. That's why this observer node is plays very important role in case of your what level 4 IoT systems. Level 4 contains local as well as cloud-based observer nodes which can subscribe to and receive information collected in the cloud from IoT device. That I already explained that observer node will going to receive the information from cloud as well as from your local application. Level 4 IoT systems are suitable for full solutions where multiple nodes are required. If you require multiple nodes, then in that case you are going to use your IoT level 4. Then this one is your IoT level 5. Now here you can see that there are multiple end nodes. Here you will see the observer nodes. Here it will again your observer node application is there. Analysis IoT intelligence device is there. Everything is same like your level 4, but the difference is there is one coordinator. If you can see here, there is one coordinator for all the end nodes. All the end nodes will going to communicate to the cloud through the coordinator only. So if you have 5 end nodes, all the 5 end nodes will going to communicate with the cloud through coordinator only. So one layer is here that the coordinator will be there for this communication purpose. A level 5 IoT system has multiple end nodes and one coordinator node that I already told you. The end nodes that perform sensing and actuating. What end nodes will going to do? They will going to sense and actuate. The coordinator node collects data from the end nodes and send to the cloud. What coordinator will going to do? The coordinator will going to collect every data from your end nodes, either your sensing or actuating. All the types of data is going to received by the coordinators from your all the end nodes, and coordinator will going to send your that collected data to the cloud. The data is stored and analyzed in the cloud, and application is your cloud based. Again, it is similar. Level 5 IoT systems are suitable for solutions based on your wireless sensor network. If you remember the diagram of your wireless sensor network, there was one gateway, and that the gateway will going to send the data from your client to server, in which the data involved is big and the analysis requirements are computationally intensive. So this is what your level 5 IoT architecture is. Then next is your what IoT level 6. If you observe this, the structure of IoT level and IoT 5 is similar. Only one centralized controller is again added in case of your level 6. If you remove this centralized controller, then it will become your level 5. Now only the thing added is your centralized controller. Again, you can see that there is a controller like this. Everything is similar to your level 5 except your what centralized controller. A level 6 IoT system has multiple independent end nodes that perform sensing and actuation and sends data to the cloud. Data is stored in the cloud and application is cloud based. The analytics component analyzes the data and stores the result in cloud database. Yes, the results are visualized with the cloud based application. Now you can see here the centralized controller is aware about the status of all the end nodes and sends control command to the all node. What this controller will going to do? It will going to send various control command to your what to the various end nodes, and according to the command end nodes will going to perform the activities. That's it for your unit number 1.